Hey YouTubers, Digger coming at you with another school bus update. Today we are doing what I'm going to call the Hearth, which is the wheelchair lift cover that is removable so that if they don't want the wheelchair, it's all covered up and nobody knows it's there. If they do want the wheelchair lift, they can pop this thing out before they get there, and it looks normal that way too. So I'm going to carry on with this, and also we're probably going to tackle that TV and back wall today. So that's the projects for today, is the Hearth, which is the wheelchair lift cover, and putting the TV on the back wall. So here we go. Alright, so we have the wheelchair lift cover coming along. We'll put a cooler down in there. I'm going to center that hole up a little better. But this is, it looks like a, I'm going to call it a hearth because it kind of looks like a fireplace hearth. But we're going to cover all this on the insides and everything. Maybe put some color changing LED lights up there, who knows. But let me get this out of here. And I'll show you more of this outside once I get this thing out. It's got 2x2 framework all up inside of it. So we will show you more on that here in a few minutes. Alright, so right here is the back side of my hearth. As you can see, I just used 2x2s, made a simple frame. I've obviously got to do some more reinforcement and everything in here, especially down here. I'm probably going to connect something at an angle right here, just because this is all floppy and everything right now. But everything's all nice and contour cut around everything, so it fits nice and snug. I've got these right here, which they butt up against the wheelchair lift, and then I've got some 2x2s down here on the ground that this butts up against. Same thing with this side over here, that one there, and that one down there. And then up at the top, I'm probably just gonna put some quick disconnect screws in 4 corners. But obviously I gotta cut that a little straighter up there. But that's the back side of it. Get out here a little bit where you can see it a little better. Now let me flip it around. Set up the old tripod. Okay. Really not that heavy right now. I mean, it'll get heavier. It's not something that... Alright, so that's the front side of it. Obviously it's sitting a little cockeyed right now and everything, but we'll get it all straightened out. Cooler down there in the middle. I'm gonna center that hole up a little better. And then I've got that piece there that I cut out of the middle is going to be the back wall for that. And then I have to side the sides and top. So that's where we're at for right now. I'll walk up in here, and this is what it looks like without it in here. I've got a little trim board up at the top. The top of that piece out there just goes right on top of it. That's what I say, they're going to overlap just a little bit right there. Next thing to do up here is start working on siding for the insides of this. I know I'll have to do some more reinforcements, and I don't know, 2x4 that way, maybe this way, I don't know. But that's where we're heading. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me over the semi trucks going down the highway. But here I just wanted to show, I just went up and bought a couple basic coolers. And then what I do is, this one over here is already done. What I've done is cut the handles off. So, you know, that was pretty simple. Just cut right in there, cut right in there. Or you can just manhandle it and yank them out. And then there's a there's a little raised section back here in the back that you can tell I just cut it off just so it's flat with everything. So the whole top of the cooler is now flat. And then that fits under the seats. Believe it or not, that is only about 12.5 inches tall. My kick panels are 13 inches, so it is below the seats, which is cool. So I just wanted to throw that in there. That's how I modify coolers to fit up under the seats in a party bus. Alright, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that hearth back in here and show you how it installs in this. The first thing I had to do was put the cooler back down there. You have to have that in place because the hearth sits kind of over top of it. So give me just a second. I'm going to grab this hearth. Easier said than done, but it's a little awkward, but it is what it is. Actually, if you took it out the wheelchair lift door, it wouldn't be any problems at all, but it is a little bit tight to get around the wall up here in the front. But give me just a minute and let me see if I can show you how this is done. I'll tell you, this isn't even full weight yet. This thing's gonna be a little bit heavy for one little guy to handle. Let me see if I can stand it back up now. Alright. So now that I got this big behemoth in here, I'll show you how we stick it up against the wall. Like I say, first things first, gotta make sure the cooler's in place, because this kind of has to go in and drop down over the cooler. Whew. Getting warm out here, kids. Just right over top of that cooler. There it is. And then push it back. Right there, it goes up against my stops and the floor. Goes against this up here. And there's going to be sidewalls right there. So that's kind of how it looks. That wore me out. So what I'm probably going to do is put some L brackets down here, and then I will have a little nutsert behind it. That way I can put in like a 1/4-20 thumb screw thing. Put one here, one down in that corner, and put some up in here somewhere. Maybe little L brackets right up in here or something like that. But that way, 4 quick disconnects and you can pull it out of there. So that's my little hearth. Time to go on to other things. Time to wall that thing. Right here, I just wanted to show you how the wheelchair lift is actually hiding back there behind the wall. You see, it's a little tight, but we're gonna make it fit. You can see up in here, maybe. There you can see the whole lift. And it just hides back there behind that wall. Now it's time to box all that wall in. Now I need to move this beast out of here, so I'll kind of show you the way I wiggle it out of there. Grab hold down here, lift just a little bit, slide it out, lift it up, and it's out. So there it is. Just sitting back there. Now I can go back and start working on the walls for this. Yeehaw! Here's what I got done today. I've got this wall up here. Got that wall started and everything. Got this wall up there. Obviously we still need to do stuff in there and everything. Recenter that hole. But that is removable in one piece, which is what the customer wanted. So that's what we're doing.
The very next day.
Hey everybody, Digger coming at you with a school bus update. We've been busy all day, so let me show you what we've got done. We got this wall started, and that's all custom contoured and everything. And we've got this thing, which I'm calling the hearth because it kind of resembles the hearth of a fireplace. Still have to do the walls back in the back of this. And let's see, we've already got this wall here. When we turn around, we've already got that wall up there. So that's where the cooler's gonna be. And that's pretty much it for today. Believe it or not, that took a while. I think I've been out here for about 5.5 hours today. So super hot. I think this is about the hottest day of the year. So we're gonna call this one done. It is 3:06. So I'll come back tomorrow. We'll get this TV mounted and get the back wall started and everything. That way, then we'll have basically what I call the base down, which is, you know, all the framework will be done, and then I can actually start getting into wiring and covering and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. And I did switch this last part to 4K just because 4K kind of widens the picture a little bit more, but the rest of it is all done in 1080. So, all right, everybody. So we're calling this one a day. It's 3:06. It's hot. I'm wore out. So I'm out of here. So
The very next day.
All right. So the first thing we have to do in order to mount that TV up is work on the mount. So that's what I've been doing back here. We've got this piece right here, which is actually the mount for the TV. You can see I've drilled 4 holes in it, but I've actually repositioned those about 3.5 inches up because I wanted to raise the TV up a little higher. So that's how I mount a TV. And the TV will be sitting flat on this and then be supported by the 4 anchoring screws in the back side of the television. So let me pop it up there and I'll show you what it's going to look like. I know that my center line is right here, and that's going to be right in the middle of the logo of the TV. Make sure that'll stay for a second. Okay, so that's where the TV is going to be sitting at. I don't think that's too bad a position. Like I say, I originally was going to just lay it flat on top of this 2x4, but once I put it up there, I realized that I really didn't like the height of it, so I moved it up by 2 2x4s down here and moved my holes up by 2 2x4s. So now that is ready to mount, but I have to go home and get my I've got a special bag of screws that are made for mounting the backside of TVs. So I have to go home and grab those, but otherwise we can start working on the wall now that I know where the TV is located. So that's where we're working on today. Alright everybody, so I'm cutting this day a little bit short. It's about noon right now, but the heat and humidity is getting up there. So figured I'd let you guys know. I mean, that wall back there is pretty much all framed in. So I will bring back my screws the special screws for the back side of the TV. That way we can get that mounted, and we'll see where it all goes from there. So, all right, I am done for today. So everybody have a happy day, and remember, the party starts here. We'll catch you on the flip side. Digger is out. Whoa! And hey, YouTubers, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button and maybe even that little ding ding bell thing. That way you get updated and you know what's going on right after I do it. So tune in, there's more to come. The party starts here.